My husband was injured in an accident 14 years ago and resulted in serious loss of mobility, so I've been his carer ever since. And I hadn't realised the extent to which I was neglecting myself by caring for him, putting my own needs, and a lot of comfort eating, you know. When a partner becomes disabled, you face the loss of dreams and hopes, and that takes some getting to grips with. It's difficult. And I found comfort, particularly in chocolate and food. It became my friend, my companion, my lover. It was just everything. And it worked for a while, but I was slowly killing myself. I mean, the decision was made for me when I literally looked around a room in a meeting we were at, and I did see I was the fattest person in the room. And I went home and I cried. And I had two choices. I either sort of lay down and died and just gave up, or I did something about it. The joined-up care really kicked in after I had personally made a decision that it was time to change. And I knew that it wasn't something that I could really... It's very daunting knowing you've got a huge amount of weight to lose. It is actually easier just to pretend that it's not happening. So that was when I was so fortunate to be supported and to have people around me that encouraged me and helped me on my journey. I felt like everybody was working together because I didn't turn up for an appointment and then say, oh, hang on a minute, and I have to leaf through papers or read the computer screen. They knew, and that was key. And I thought, yeah, because they've been talking to one another, they know, and that makes me feel so much better. And you feel supported then. The people that were working for me seemed to be working totally independently. They made notes on a screen about me, but they never seemed to talk together about me as a person. So I'm actually more than a set of notes on a screen. I'm a human being, and once they started talking to each other, I felt that that they were on my side then. I believed there were regular meetings, and we're not privy to exactly what goes on, obviously, but it was obvious that there'd been some discussion happening. And that was good to know. This feels different. It feels better somehow. And I thought, no. Anyway, next time I went, I think that was when I'd seen the GP. The next time I saw the nurse, and it was different with her again, and that sort of the penny dropped, and I thought, yeah, they're actually talking to one another, and it's brilliant. I think there's a lot of time being saved because they're on top of it, and it's not just leafing back through previous consultations. They're aware of what's been going on because there's consultations happening between the various people involved in the process. And I believe, and I don't know, that they do have weekly meetings where they sort of feed back to one another, which is great. COPD is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. It's a disease that affects your lungs, it affects my breathing. I can become very unwell with it sometimes. And one of the things that I have done through Healthier Fleetwood and the whole umbrella that's supporting the residents is to get involved in a singing group once a week called Harmony and Health. And it doesn't matter whether you can sing or not. In my head, I'm a gifted, talented singer worthy of the stage at La Scala Milan. In reality, not so much. But it's such a good exercise for your lungs to actually sing for a couple of hours once a week. And it's kind of like physiotherapy, but it doesn't feel like it. It's just great fun. And I've come to realise that my mental well-being has a huge effect on my physical health. And that's an understanding that I've been helped towards with all the support I've had. And in a period of 15 months, I lost 7.5 stone, which is incredible. Now I have decided to grow old disgracefully.